What's up, everybody? Once again, it's Brandman Sean, and this video right here is brought to you by BrandmanNetwork.com because I signed myself. Now, the clip that you're about to see is from a very special conversation, a really in-depth conversation that you've probably never heard anything like before when it comes to music distribution services. But this particular portion of the conversation is about an artist and his experience with AWAL. So if you've been wondering what it's like to actually be with one of these companies, he's providing his experience and even one of his homeboys' experience. And after that, I'm going to do a deep dive on how you should really look at these types of services.
So we're going to hop right into the discussion. I suggest you guys, if you are considering working with either one of these companies, go ahead and watch this on the way through. Or if you're already with them, go ahead and watch this all the way through. So just to get things started off, I'm going to start with you, JL. How did you get involved with AWAL? Because I remember it took multiple tries for you to even get accepted with them.
Yeah, so I think I saw an ad on Instagram leading to their profile. And I know I listened to some of their artists, such as like Kevin Garrett and Lob Sounds. And yeah, I decided to apply around July of last year, 2018. And I currently, or at the time, I didn't have any of my own music out. I just had like maybe 2 covers. So I tried applying and I got denied. And at the same time, my friend who had some songs on the way applied and he got accepted. So I just started releasing stuff and then reapplied, and they accepted me in October. So that's how that kind of started.
But have you seen any personal gain or any additional benefit from AWAL since you've been on?
On my own personal music, not much, to be honest. On my friends, it's inconsistent. He doesn't even know what's happening. Like the very first song he put out, first week, 50,000 plays. No promotion, no extra anything. And it was like, okay, if this is what AWAL does, like, all right, we ready for it. So that's what got me hyped. I was like, I'm ready to sign with AWAL too. I want that. Then his second release got like 2,000 plays after like 2 months. And then he just released another one again, and it's already at 20,000 plays. And he's like, I don't know what the formula is. He has no idea what's happening and how like to control that. They do have a great like communication base as far as like you can message them with email and get some responses there, but there's no physical location that's accessible to like the public. Even though they have locations, like they have one in LA, you have to be invited there. So you can't really communicate face to face with some of these people. So for me personally, I released a project in January, and there wasn't really any push at all. Actually, there was no push at all, but from AWAL's end, no Instagram promotion, no playlisting. They do claim to give more, like you have a higher chance of being on Discover Weekly and such, but I guess I don't really have a comparison of not being on AWAL because I didn't release anything before AWAL. So I got one song made Discover Weekly on that entire project, and I could see the analytics. I only got like 500 plays from Discover Weekly. Other stuff is from
because AWAL has those big requirements that they have.
Yeah,
but you pretty much didn't have anything really going on for yourself or released anything when you got accepted.
Yeah. So I just had an original on YouTube that I sent in, and I think that's what really got me accepted because it was starting to gain some traction. A song that I wrote, a graduation song I wrote for my students at the time. So that was starting to get some traction. So I guess they liked it, or whoever was reviewing it liked it and accepted me, versus the first time when I had one cover, a John Legend cover that was 2 years old.
All right, as you can see, coming into one of these platforms might not be the most clear, transparent process for, an artist that's just starting out on those platforms. And maybe I'll do an update with J.O. Again, that entire interview, and that, well, really is more of a discussion, is in brandmannetwork.com. It's been up for a good while now in there, and it doesn't just include J.O. From AWAL. It has artists from United Masters, Circle from Indiepreneur, and it really gets detailed into some perspectives, some alternative perspectives on how you should really go about looking at those types of services and how you can maybe make them useful for you. And we're not just talking about being an artist who logged into the platform, even dealing with some possible record deals or type scenarios with those companies as well. Now, another thing I would like to point out is just the fact that when J.O. was talking about his experience versus his friend's experiences, right? It shows that there is something that gets done. There is some help that happens, but he doesn't know how or why that happens. But he's actually, alluding to some of the conversation that he had in the larger discussion, he did have some positive things to say about his experiences as well. So once again, these platforms, just like any record label situation, right? If you were getting a record deal, and even if you're an indie, everything is particular to you and your situation. You kind of have to analyze how things are going for you. I'll leave that at that. If you're interested in that full discussion, again, you can check it out at brandmannetwork.com. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like it, might as well share it. And if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe.